Hey there! In this video we're going to go through setting up payroll and commission through the DaySmart Body Art program. Now the first step of this process is we have to go to the payroll screen and set up the commission profile. So to get started, we're going to click up here on where it says More and pull up this drop down, and then we're going to click on the payroll button, which is located right here. And that's going to pull up our payroll screen. You'll notice we're on the history tab of the payroll screen, and it says right on this screen that we need to set up our payroll configuration in order to go ahead and add a payroll report. To get started with that, I'm going to click on the upper right hand side. There's a tab here that says Wages and Commission. Okay, now this is going to pull up the Wages and Commission screen, and I can click down here on each of the employees and add in an individual wage and commission profile, or I can actually create a profile that can apply to multiple employees. Let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to go ahead and give this profile a name. I'll say that it's artist, and then in here I have the ability to choose a fixed commission rate. Let's say that that's 50% for our example. If I wanted to, I could also go into here and create a sliding scale. This would give me the ability to pay a sliding or variable rate of commission depending on what the service provider's volume was for the given pay period. For our example, let's just stick to that fixed commission rate of 50%. And then I'm going to scroll down here. I have the ability to put in a product commission rate too. We'll make that a little bit less than the service commission. I'll make that 10% here. But I could also create a sliding scale for the product commission rate if I wanted to. Now once I've set these two commission rates here, I'm going to hit the little save button down at the bottom, and that is going to create my commission profile. Now I need to go ahead and apply that profile to the employees down here, or create an individualized profile for these employees. Let's start with Eddie right here. I'm going to open up Eddie's profile, and then I have the ability to select the profile I already created, and you'll notice if I do that, it's going to go ahead and apply the fixed commission rate for the profile for product and service commission. Also, I have the ability to go up here and create an hourly rate. I could set an hourly rate for this employee, so an hourly wage, and then I can also choose whether or not I want the system to automatically select which is higher when it's paying out that employee. Now for our example, I'll say none here. I will also select none for the profile, and I will set up a different commission rate for this employee. So let's go ahead and say that Eddie's going to earn 60% fixed rate commission for services. And then we'll scroll down here to where it has the product commission rate, and I'll go ahead and put in here 15% commission for the product rate. Now I could also select a sliding commission scale here. I could go down here and also enable exceptions for the product commission. That would mean that when this employee sold a certain product, the commission rate could be something different. I could give them a higher commission rate than what their standard rate would be, or I could go ahead and give them a lower commission rate depending on what I need. Now for our example, I won't do that. I'll just turn that off. But once I've put in the commission rate for products and services, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here and hit save to save that commission rate in the system. Okay, now you would go ahead and add in the commission rate for the other employees in the system if you wanted them to show up on the payroll report. Now before we run the payroll report, I'm going to go through these other tabs in the upper right corner. The next tab over is the bonus and back bar tab. I could go ahead and select a certain service from my service menu, and I could charge the employee a back bar fee. This would be a fee that's going to take off a certain amount of dollars from the price of the service before the person gets their commission. So for our example here, the standard price is $40. They would get their commission rate off of $35, which would be that $40 minus $5 for the back bar fee. I can also select that I wanted to charge that back bar fee either before or after the commission is calculated. So I could hit them with the whole $5 fee before the commission is even taken out, or after. Now I can also go over here and I can select that I wanted to give them a bonus amount. This would be an extra dollar amount that they would get for performing this service on top of their normal commission rate. This would be a good thing if you were incentivizing someone to sell a certain service more than others. A new service, maybe something that you were trying to get them to promote. Now for our example, I'll go ahead and turn that off. I could do the same thing for products by clicking over here where it says products on the left hand side of the screen, and then selecting the product, and then go ahead and add in a bonus amount here if I would like. I'm going to say no thanks to that. And I'm going to click on the next tab over here. That's our payroll settings screen. So I'll click into there, and I'm going to set the payroll frequency. So for our example, let's say that we're going to run this payroll report once every 2 weeks. I can also determine whether or not I wanted to turn on overtime calculation. This depends, depending on where you're located geographically. If you need to add on different types of overtime calculation, the system will accommodate that for you. And then down here at the bottom of the screen, I also have the ability to select whether or not I want to base the commission for products on the price sold or the profit made. For our example, I'll leave it set to the price sold. And I'll go ahead and save those changes. And then now that we've gone through those 3 tabs, let's talk a little bit about running the payroll report. I'm going to go to the history screen. From the history screen, to run a new report, I'm going to hit this little plus sign down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. That's going to pull up my date selector, and I will select the date range that I wanted to run the payroll report for. It has automatically selected the 2-week cycle ending with today, and then going back 2 weeks into the past. So I'll leave that set, but I could click in here and customize these dates if I wanted to. It also wants me to go ahead and select a pay date. The pay date has to be after the end date for the pay cycle. So you can't change this date to a date that's before the end of the pay period because it's thinking that you need to pay that after. And then once I've set the dates here, I'm going to go ahead and click calculate, and it's going to calculate my commission totals, right? So you're going to see here for Eddie, which is the only one that has any commission rates entered, it's going to calculate wages, which would be the number of hours that Eddie worked multiplied by the hourly rate that Eddie gets paid. Also, it's going to calculate commission here. That's going to be product and service commission added together. And also, last but not least, any tips that Eddie had received that were not paid to Eddie yet, it's going to add that into here. And then it's going to total it for you. So for our example, there's no wages and no tips, just commission. So it just carries that $750 over. Now, if you wanted to see a more detailed breakdown of that, click on where it says View Details, and then that is going to pull up a detailed report screen that's going to give you more insight as to where those numbers came from. I can print this detailed list and give it to the employee if we needed to. I'm going to click this little arrow to make that hide away, and then I can also click into here where it says View Commission. The View Commission option is going to pull up all of the services that Eddie did for this whole pay period. It's going to indicate on here if Eddie got a bonus amount or a back bar fee that was being applied to them. I could also click where it says products up here at the top of the screen and see any products that Eddie was getting commission on as well. Both of these screens can be printed. I'm going to hit this little arrow here and hide this screen away. And then last but not least, I have this little print report summary, so I can print this whole report. I can print these individualized reports for the employees, or I can go ahead and export this payroll report to a file and then send it over to my accountant. Awesome. Well, that is the payroll reporting function in a nutshell. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you wanted more insight into the payroll functionality, go ahead and click on the description below. Have a great day, and talk to you again later.